Back when Roblox FNAF fan games were taking over the platform, every developer wanted to be the next big hit. Most of them were forgotten as quickly as they were released, and honestly, some of them deserved it. But one game was different. It wasn't just another FNAF clone you play for 5 minutes and forget about. For once, it looked like someone actually cared. The game was Barnstars. For a while, it looked like Barnstars had a potential to become one of the biggest Roblox FNAF fan games on the platform. You had to constantly manage your oxygen with the vent because the longer it stayed closed, the faster your oxygen drained, which, if you ever played with randoms, was almost impossible because someone would always forget to turn it back on after the pig shows up. You would also open and close security doors to keep the animatronics out, and occasionally leave the safety of your office to complete a mission like cleaning 12 puddles to restore the power. It wasn't the most revolutionary gameplay in the world, but my god, was it fun. Going with your bros to like go sit on the power, that was probably the best part of the game. There were 4 animatronics in the game: the pig, the chicken, the goat, and the cow. The horse looking thing in the cover of the game isn't even in the game. I always thought it was like the goat, but no, it's just some like horse creature. Might be like an early version of like the goat maybe. The pig and chicken are the main ones you'll be dealing with throughout the game. They just run around the place trying to get you. Then on night 3 you would encounter the goat, which was ridiculously fast and made surviving way harder. As if the characters weren't fast enough, like come on. And then there was the cow. Now, the cow didn't wander around the map like the others. Instead, it only showed up during one of the power out missions in the game. If you got the generator objective, you had to repair it before the music stopped. If you didn't, the cow got you. For an alpha game, it already had a pretty solid foundation, and the developers made it clear they weren't stopping there. If you were in the group Discord, you would see early images and messages showing what was planned for the future updates, like new nights, such as the long-awaited Night 4, and new Easter eggs. And there were even plans for story updates, which was needed because all the story we got was a phone call from M telling us how to play the game.
I'm your assistant. You can call me M. Looking forward to working with you.
And the game description just kind of hinted there was more to the story, but there really was nothing more than that. They would even have Q&As about the future of the game. This wasn't a perfect game, but it felt like it was on the path to become one. It felt like the game was only going to get bigger. But today, nobody plays it. Hell, nobody even talks about it. The update stopped out of nowhere, and for years, nobody really knew why. So what happened? How did a game with so much potential slowly fade into obscurity? Well, the answer has always existed. It was just hidden. In 2025, after over a year with no updates or communication, the developers finally posted this in their Discord server. In the post, the developers apologized for disappearing and admitted they hadn't communicated with the community in over a year. They acknowledged that players had been left wondering what happened and finally explained why the game had gone silent. According to them, they had decided to discontinue development on both Barnstars and Trespass. They no longer had time or resources to keep working on either project. Between work, college, and other personal commitments, the team had slowly fallen apart until they were left with 1 programmer and 4 builders. That is just crazy. They also explained that they were entering a new chapter. In this new chapter, instead of continuing to develop horror games, they wanted to shift their focus towards creating a brand new strategy-based game. The hope was this new project would help the studio grow and attract more developers and give them a stronger foundation for the future. Wow. So that's it. After years of wondering what happened to one of the best FNAF fan games, the answer is right there sitting in Discord the whole time. Barnstars was discontinued because the team simply couldn't keep working on it anymore. Guess that's the end of the story. If they hadn't posted this 3 days later, following our recent announcement about discontinuing our current games, the Barnstars and whatever, we understood this news may have disappointed many of you. To clarify, we are not abandoning the Barnstars.
I had so much fun playing this thing. Like, this was honestly amazing.
That was a ton of fun. Barnstars is a horrifying experience.
This is a really cool game. I mean, it borrows from FNAF, but it's also a free roam game. I really enjoyed it.
If you do want to see me come back to do night 3, or maybe I can wait for more updates so there's more nights for this thing, then I return with friends. I can see this being a really great co-op adventure, man. Like, lots of fun indeed.
To summarize the rest, they said they were taking a break from the horror genre while they rebuilt the team. They also apologized and again for the lack of communication, saying transparency was important to them and admitting they should have addressed everything much sooner. They also said they wanted to branch out into other game game genres to gain more experience as developers before returning to horror games. They explained that once their new project was finished, or once the team had grown, they wanted to revisit Barnstars and Trespass, completely reworking the gameplay and lore because they still had a lot of plans for both games. So, is Barnstars actually coming back? Honestly, I don't know. I really hope it does, because despite its flaws, the game had a lot of potential. But at the same time, it's been over a year. Heck, the Discord hasn't even been active since like October of last year. People have moved on to other things, the player count is gone, and until the developers actually show something, it's hard to believe it'll ever happen. Maybe one day we'll get the rework they talked about, but until then, Barnstars is just another Roblox game that had a lot of potential, but quietly faded away.